Hi everyone, my name is Tarun Jetli and I'm a solution engineer in the Bay Area Enterprise West team. Today I'm going to show you an exciting new capability uh, to do call center analytics using AI transcribe and Cortex functions and agents. So AI transcribe is a new capability launched by Snowflake where you can take audio files and using the AI transcribe function convert it into text, right? So for this, what I have done is uh, I have created this database called Call Center Analytics DB and a stage under it. Uh, Basically, a schema analytics and a stage under it called audio files. So what we are going to do is we are going to upload around 50 audio files in this specific stage. So let's do that. So here are these almost, I would say, 50 audio files, which I'm going to upload into this specific stage. So let's do that. Yeah, so I'm loading these audio files into an internal stage, but you can also have them in an external stage, and you could have build a pipeline where you're putting your files in the external stage and doing processing. But for our demo purposes, what I've done is I'm just uploading these files into an internal stage, right? The external stage could be an S3 bucket. So once these files are loaded, what we'll do is we will uh, do some analysis on this using our Snowflake's notebooks capabilities. So here is a notebook that we have created, which will basically be used to do the call center analytics using the AI transcribe function. The good thing about AI transcribe function is it's a high quality transcription function using latest AI models and supports more than uh, 40 languages. It supports both MP3 and WAV formats, right? For now. So here is the notebook. What we're doing here is first we are just importing certain specific libraries which we want to for our analysis, right? So here is what we have done. This is the role warehouse, the database schema, right? And right. So here is the list of the audio files that we had. You remember we uploaded these in the internal stage. So here's the list of the audio files. And now what we will do is we will for transcribing the audio files we will have to convert these audio files for transcription to text, right? So first we'll create a table to store file objects, right? So this is the first step that we're going to do, right? So it's going there, it's basically looking at the audio files and it creates a table for the with the file objects, right? Now we are going to use the AI transcribe function where we are going to pass the audio files and then basically start the AI transcription processing, right? So there are around 50 files. It's going to take some time to do that. So while it does that, uh, the good thing about the AI transcribe function is that it is now natively available within the Snowflake platform. So since it's natively available within the Snowflake platform, now we don't need to basically use any external capabilities to do the transcription. The transcription can be done within Snowflake, where if we have the list of audio files, we can basically go ahead and we can make sure that we just feed those audio files into the specific function and get the specific transcription from it, right? So it's now done the transcription. Now that it has done the transcription, what we can do is we can try and check for one specific file, right? So I'll play one of these specific files here, right? So here is I'm going to check for one specific file, and here is basically it shows me about this file, and then I can run this to basically
Tech Corp support. Kelly Smith speaking. How can I help?
I want to cancel my...
Yeah, so this is basically the transcription, the audio file for which the transcription was done. So we just played one sample audio file, right, to show how the audio looks like, right? Now what we will do is for that specific audio file, we'll see what's the transcript text, right? So if I run this, I can basically from that specific table where you transcribed the calls, we got the text for it basically, right? What was the specific for the specified, what was the transcription that happened, right? And we can look at the transcription summary results basically, right? So we can see there were 50 calls, average count was, word count was this, average transcription length was this much, right? So we get all that information, good information here. Now we can do some advanced analytics with the Cortex functions, right? So let's do some comprehensive call analysis here, right? So what we are doing is we are using the AI complete function here. We are using the Snowflake Cortex summarize function, right, to get a call summary, using the AI complete function and using the Claude 4 Sonnet model to analyze the call and get the structured information about the specific calls, right? So, and once we do that, we basically get the comprehensive call analysis for each one of the calls, and then I will basically preview the data, right? I'll just run and get, okay, so this is the specific call, these were the transcripts, this is the word count, and then we also get some of the summary information also here basically, right? All the summary information. So really generating, right, this is my word count, this is my sentiment score. We did some sentiment analysis, whether it was a positive sentiment, if it's negative, it's a negative sentiment, right? And then we're getting a call summary for it and some call analysis information, right? Also we're generating the agent performance score, including any suggestions for improvement for that specific agent, right? Then we are going to basically modify that specific table that we created and update that table with the with more call analysis information, right? And then we can look at the call analysis summary, right? So what is the total calls, what was the average sentiment, what was the average agent score, right? How many agents did we analyze, how many call types that happened, right? We can also generate some key insights in this case, right? To discover some patterns, some actionable insights, right? So here what we are doing is we are going agent by agent and we are seeing how many calls they took, what was the average sentiment, what was their performance, right? How many calls they were resolved, what is the resolution rate, etc., right? So in this we are able to do some advanced analysis on the specific agents that were doing the calls, and then we can do some call pattern analysis also here, right? What was the intent of the call, what was the urgency level, etc., etc., right? So with the AI transcribe feature and the Snowflake Cortex AI functions, right, we were able to do transcribe the function, extract some structured insights, identify some of the issues that might have been with the different agents, right? Detect the quality issues and generate some actionable recommendations for the agents, right? So this is what we were able to do, right? What we also can do is here is we can basically use another notebook here where we can create an agent which we can then use in a Streamlit app. So here is what we are doing, right? In this, what we will do is we will take that specific information that we created, and we are now going to create a context analyst and a Cortex search services, right, to do some intelligent natural language queries on that specific data sets, right? So here's what we are doing. We'll create a stage for this, and after that we create a stage, we are going to this is the comprehensive call analysis that we had generated, right? And we create a semantic model for it basically, right? And once we create a semantic model, what we will do is we are going to then put that specific model on stage, create a Cortex search service basically, right? This is the Cortex search service, which will run on that specific Cortex, on that call records that we had, the transcript text that we had, so that if we want to search that, right, we can do that. And then here is that specific Cortex search service that we created, and we can test that Cortex search service also. We'll just test it to see whether it's working fine. So if we will ask it, right, and it basically gives me certain results, right? When I say, hey, okay, this is a call center search, this is the query that I'm looking for. And then the other things that we can do is we will create some key performance indicators for the call center, and then create some another few views, right, for the Streamlit app basically, right, that we are going to create after this. So here is the agent performance summary, right? And basically now we have we've created Cortex search service, analyst service, some views that we can then use in a Streamlit app. And this is the Streamlit app that we have created. So this is the Streamlit app. As you can see, we can create a very nice executive dashboard, which gives us the key performance indicators, right? Like how many total calls happened, what was the resolution rate, what was the customer satisfaction, what is the average agent score, right? We can get good visual representation, we can get the agent level performance analysis, right? Also what we can do is we can, in this Streamlit app, we can look for AI basically example questions, right? We can ask some question, right? Show me the calls where, let's say, where customers made show me calls where customers mentioned billing disputes, right? So let's do this. And right, so what this is going to do is, right, using large language models to be able to using our Cortex search service, basically the large language model interlinked using Cortex search service, it's going to analyze the request and be able to generate, right? So these are the different 5 relevant transcripts, right? And it provides you the answers for that, right? So the AI assistant, you can do more analysis on this, right? Also, you can do much more deeper analytics, right? So if I go in, I can look at the different call pattern, right? Deep dive resolutions versus escalation patterns, look at some anomaly detection, right? And then some recommendations, right? What should we do to better improve our call center services, right? Like improve training, analyze and address root cause of common issues, etc., right? So these are them. And last but not least, there's the audio explorer, right? So you remember we had all those 50 files that we had, and so all those we basically have now a snapshot of what each of these specific calls is, right? So if I want to do some more, if I want to read the transcript for each one of those, I can go ahead and do that, right? So here is it, like this is a call, this was the call with David Thompson, sales, etc., right? And then I can find out, okay, what was the actual transcript, right? What was the summary of the transcript, any improvements that I can suggest to, right? So for each specific call, and then you can look at the agent performance for that specific call and what is the overall sentiment for that specific call, right? So really detailed information around this, right? I hope you liked this specific demo, where now you can do call center analytics using the AI transcribe, AI functions, Cortex agents, and then build very nice, insightful dashboards using the Streamlit app, right? You can what you can do is you can get access to all the code that I demoed to you, all the notebook setup files, as well as the access to the wave files that I use basically for doing the demo, as well as the notebooks and the Streamlit app, right? And for that, what you do is just go to quickstart.snowflake.com/ search for AI transcribe underscore transcribe. So AI underscore transcribe. Yeah, and here is that specific quick start guide called call center analytics with AI transcript and Cortex agents. So here you can go in. Basically, it gives you an overview. It'll give you trust setup instructions as well as step-by-step as well as the code, right, which you can download and you can basically use it to build to test out this application, as well as then you can use the same code, right, modified to use it on your specific data sets. So hope you like this overview of AI transcribe and call center analytics and all the other AI capabilities within Snowflake. Thanks a lot. Bye.